Okay, now, this next story takes place in a hilltop meadow, way out beyond the bees and the birds, and where there's a frog sanctuary, and where 375 brothers and sisters live peacefully among the grasses in a small pond. And among the brothers and sisters were Hopper and Chicken Wing. Now, frog babies are typically named after their skill set. Well, Hopper was very good at leaping and hopping and jumping around. He could hop left, he could hop right, he could hop up, and hence the name Hopper. And then, of course, there's Chicken Wing. Now, Chicken Wing, I don't know exactly how Chicken Wing got his name, but when Mama Frog has to name 375 baby frogs different names, it can get a little bit tricky. And she's got enough on her plate when half of them have ladybug allergies. Now, Chicken Wing. I don't really know how she came up with the name Chicken Wing, because Chicken Wing doesn't look anything like a chicken's wing. But when I was staring at him in the pond, I noticed that his upper leg does happen to look exactly like a chicken's wing. Now, you'd want to use a lot of honey and barbecue sauce in a big bowl to mix all the flavor nice and even with chicken wings. And then you would dump the bowl of chicken wings into a Pyrex dish and place it in the oven on the center rack. Set the temperature to 375 and bake it for about an hour. Now, you'd want to bake it till they're golden brown until all the flavors are nicely mixed in. And, oh, but this isn't a story about how to make chicken wings. It's about Hopper and Chicken Wing. Now, all the little frog babies were running just as fast as they could to tell Mom what was going on with Hopper and Chicken Wing. Hopper and Chicken Wing went out into the pond where they found a plastic bottle. They crawled inside, and then they were stuck, and they were floating around in the pond. This is serious. Now, how did the bottle get out there in the first place? People, pick up your trash. It's not safe for babies. This is a real problem. Okay, now, as you can see, this is a very big problem. Hopper and Chicken Wing are miles and miles away from the frog sanctuary. They're far, far from home on the range, where the deer and the antelope... I think you can see where I'm going with that. The problem is, how are they going to get home? Will they ever go home? There's nothing to eat where they're going. There's no ladybugs, there's no aphids, no flies, just raptors and birds and predators. This is a serious problem, and I think we can all appreciate that they need to get back home somehow. Somehow, they must get back home. This is serious. This is dire. This is a big problem. They're all screwed up. They've gone the wrong way. They've made some mistakes and they need to be saved. They were just out trying to have some fun. But now by accident, they're on the run. They miss the grasses. They miss the bees. They miss their mama searching high from the mint leaves. Douglas was getting so good at flying around with the Whiskey Flash jetpacks. He was flying up on the hill above his house and enjoying the beautiful scenery and the sunshine and the sky. And he was really learning to trust the autopilot feature by looking straight up in the air and not looking at where he was going. One day he was flying the Whiskey Flash jetpacks up on the hill where he startled the cat that was hunting up on the trail. And honestly, it looked like a little bit of showboating. Douglas can be a bit of a show-off when he's showing off his new toys. He felt that they were a little bit unstable in certain situations, especially if it was windy. So he had to download some upgraded stabilization software on his smartwatch, and that seemed to take out all the glitches. He learned by one more mistake, which was landing in a grassy field. Now, you don't want to land where there's a lot of dry things that can burn, because you could start a fire. And when this happens, you gotta put it out before the farmer gets there because, well, he might be a little upset. Now let's get back to the chicken wing. He only brings one chicken wing, which normally I would not advise. I can't eat just one chicken wing. It's not gonna happen on my watch. But he does a pretty good job of cleaning off the bone. He doesn't eat the end cap, but I won't hold that against him because he is flying backwards. Normally I would argue that a chicken wing, being a flightless bird, is not necessarily a good flight snack. But for Douglas, given his situation, I think it makes an okay pocket snack. Anyway, it was while he was flying around eating chicken wings that's when the call came in about the babies. Please won't you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to see our next Double Babies adventure. See you then!